At the age of 15, the cost of passing a high school class was reading John Steinbeck's East of Eden. At the time, I was biased against all black and white movies as being boring, except The Last Picture Show and Dr. Strangelove. Thus, I actually read the novel and skipped James Dean. In chapter 24, after sharing his exegetical research on Cain and Abel from Genesis 4, Lee says, the Hebrew word, the word Timshel, thou mayest, that gives a choice. It might be the most important word in the world. That says the way is open. While I was not the first or the last, the turning point in the novel became one turning point in my life. In seminary, I worked to carefully interpret words of Scripture and soberly choose the words I'd speak because words have power. After all, we were seeking to follow the path of the Word incarnate. It was there I became captivated by the words of Frederick Buechner. In his ABC book, Wishful Thinking, he wrote, contrary to my Sunday school teacher, Mrs. Grundy, sex is not sin. Contrary to Hugh Hefner, it's not salvation either. Like nitroglycerin, it can be used to either blow up bridges or heal hearts. As I stole and changed his writing, I was seeing that words are like nitroglycerin. They can blow up bridges or heal hearts. I experienced Soon Tek O portray the character Lee in the ABC miniseries East of Eden in 1981 in seminary. His consummate portrayal brought Steinbeck's written words to life in my life. At 15 years of age, our son walked by our TV, just as Mumford and Sons started singing I Will Wait on Saturday Night Live. Two separate generations stood together, enchanted and enthralled by their original sound. When the song ended, we lost our words, but we took action. He downloaded the MP3. I ordered their CDs. On Sigh No More, I experienced their song, Timshel. The poetry of words and music resurrected and reimagined Steinbeck for me. 8 months later, Nancy and I had the privilege of traveling with Dom and Sarah Crossan and Marcus and Marianne Borg, along with 40 for a fortnight in Italy. At one meal, I was asked, did you ever wonder if Genesis 4 is better for original sin than Genesis 3? That's where the word originates in the Bible. After all, the fall and the original sin are not in the Bible, but the word sin is first used as Cain feels slighted, is angry, and considers violence against his brother. God says, if you do not do well, sin is lurking at the door. Its desire is for you, but you must master it. The translation must for mastering sin comes from the Hebrew timshel. Must, can, may. Master your angry, violent, lethal impulses against your brother. Is it a command, a hope, or a choice to master sin? Is controlling your personal penchant for violence in all those meanings? While not the only understanding of sin, the Bible often uses words for sin for escalating violence by humanity. Like all originating stories, Cain and Abel's story is my story and our story. We in the world are human brothers and sisters. The Apostle Paul writes, be angry, but do not sin. Hebrews says Jesus was tempted in every way as we are, but without sin. What if we tried another experiment of understanding sin as violence against persons? What are the possibilities? The escalating cycle of violence and vengeance is crouching at your door, like an animal ready to pounce on you. But you can, must, may, choose to master it. Timshel.